The Center for Human Rights at the Catholic University of America has recently published an op-ed by Chen Guangcheng commemorating the anniversary of the Tiananmen Square massacre. To view this article, check the link in the description or go to humanrights.catholic.edu. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Barefoot Lawyer Reports on China. My name is Will Dethridge, the producer, and joining me as always is Chen Guangcheng.
Hello, Will. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to see you here again today.
Today, we're going to be talking about a subject that actually Dr. Bill Saunders, the head of Catholic U's Center for Human Rights, the department which Guangcheng is a distinguished fellow at, interviewed. In particular, Dr. Saunders interviewed a young woman, a student named Elsa Johnson from Stanford, and you can view that podcast or listen to that podcast by clicking the link in the description. Today, Guangcheng, we're going to talk about that and just the trend of Chinese spies in universities in general. So, Guangcheng, can you tell us a little bit about this young lady, please?
Yeah. Elsa said last year the CCP spy gave her a lot of information to try to recruit her to work for CCP. And the spy gave her the very good offer. They can invite her to go to mainland China and they can pay all the fee and they can give her opportunity to get a lot of money, blah, blah, like this. Mm-hmm. This proves that CCP never stopped to try to fund the people to work for CCP in the US to do the infiltration here. Mm-hmm. So, that is very, very dangerous for the Western country.
Yeah. Elsa's American, right?
Yeah, also it's American, yes. So now we can see the CCP tried to do more since last year.
Yeah, so Guangcheng, Elsa was prudent enough to, I believe, cut off contact. Usually, and again, people can learn more about that in the podcast that we've recorded with her. The link will be in the description. So, but usually, Guangcheng, what would have happened if she would have said yes?
Okay. In my experience, before some Western people, especially some political people, the CCP use this way to give them opportunity. For example, even just the police who work around the UN in New York. The CCP give them a good offer, invite them to travel to mainland China, and give them very good treatment. And of course, the CCP paid all the fee there.
Yeah, it treats them like a king, right?
Yeah, and just give them a good gift and any exchange, the CCP asks for special favors and protections at the UN in New York. For example, the CCP will ask for the police to arrest protesters.
Gotcha. Yeah, and Guangcheng, specifically for universities, I think, wasn't there a time that they offered Dr. Saunders, who we talked about, can you tell about that a little bit?
I remember, 8 years ago, I reminded Bill Saunders, I said, okay, in the future, you should know if our human rights work did very good, one proof is the CCP will try to get close to you and give you a good offer to invite you to come to mainland China.
Yeah.
Maybe they will give you opportunity in some university to teach there and pay you high salary.
Okay.
Several years later, Bill Saunders got an email from CCP and they give him a good offer in Beijing.
That's crazy.
You can teach in Beijing and we can pay you high salary. Maybe you just teach here 1 month or 6 weeks.
Yep.
But the salary should be equal you work a whole year.
So equivalent of 1 year's salary for just a couple months. Is that?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
1 year's salary
wow.
just to teach a couple months in Beijing.
Yeah.
After Bill Saunders told me about this, I said, okay, good, Bill. This proves our work did very good.
Yep. It should be fairly evident, but for those of you who don't know, he said no, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy, though. The lengths that they'll go to get, I mean, it's basically bribing American, people in important institutional positions. It doesn't have to be a congressman, but like you said, Guangcheng, it could be a police officer, it could be a professor or teacher. They know who to reach to.
Yeah. Another thing is 2014, I got information from someone who worked in the US government. He told me, before the CCP invite some important political people to visit mainland China and give them good hotel, good car to drive, and then the CCP ordered the women for them.
Oh my gosh.
And the CCP hiding take a video about this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the CCP asked him, okay, you have to work for us in the US.
Oh my gosh, that's just straight blackmail. Oh my gosh. It's like something out of a movie. That's like out of The Godfather.
If something not good for us, you should think how to stop it in the US. And of course, the political people come back. And if they try to support human rights, the CCP will call him. Do you remember the last time we invited you come here? We plan to invite you again. Of course, CCP use that way to remind the political people.
Yeah.
You should know, I have the video, what you did.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I only laugh because it sounds like something out of a movie. I mean, that's just... It's rotten and terrifying. So bribery and blackmail.
Yeah.
Dang. So
that is not a movie. That is true. The CCP did. Yeah, this is why, we call it Fang Fang, the women's name in California,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You remember that?
Yeah, there was a story of, what was it, a representative or senator?
Yes.
Guangcheng, yeah, can you remind listeners about what happened there?
Yeah, and the women tried to get close to the representative to influence him to change the policy about CCP or about China.
And this was California, right?
Yeah, but later, the US FBI took a picture when they in the car. So later, the woman escaped back to mainland China. Before, she tried to help CCP to do the censorship and to join some party to get closer to more political people there.
Yeah, she was a spy.
Yeah, of course that is a spy. So this is why Elsa's experience prove the CCP never stopped to do that.
Yeah, and she's just a student too.
Yeah,
a
student. Yeah.
Oh gosh. I mean, we definitely commend her for saying no. Of course. I mean, that's...
So I just want to remind our listener, don't think the CCP just do the bad thing in China. The CCP surround us in the US. We should stop the CCP's long arm here. We should kick them out.
Yeah. Well, Guangcheng, on that topic, the last thing we'll talk about today is if somebody ever finds themselves in a situation like that, where they suspect that someone from the Communist Party is trying to convince them to join or help or travel to China. What should they do?
First, of course, they should not respond about that.
Yeah.
And then report to FBI.
Yeah.
And if the CCP keep giving you information about this, you should expose them immediately. Don't think you just ignore. You should expose them like Elsa.
Yep. Yeah, who knows who else they might be talking to. You might be saving someone else's skin there, yeah.
Yeah, if you want, you can contact Will.
Yeah, absolutely. Go to our website at catholic.humanrights.edu if you have a story similar to Elsa's, or if you've ever been in a situation where you of suspected Chinese spy to have interacted with you. We'd be interested in the possibility of having you on the show. That's humanrights.catholic.edu. Guangcheng, thanks so much for all this information. Yeah.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, every listener. See you next time.
The Catholic University of America's Center for Human Rights has published a documentary on the United Nations Universal Declaration on Human Rights. The documentary features world-class human rights experts, from former State Department officials to ambassadors and human rights activists. It can be found on our website at humanrights.catholic.edu.